Nobody actually enjoys scrubbing burnt-on grease off a stovetop after a long day of cooking. It is easily one of the most tedious chores in the kitchen, and honestly, it is usually the reason people avoid making a mess in the first place. These burner liners are designed to change that dynamic entirely. When you first pull these out of the box, the first thing you notice is the weight. They are not those flimsy, paper-thin sheets that curl up or tear the moment you look at them. At 0.2 millimeters thick, they have a bit of substance to them, which makes them feel like they will actually hold up to some real heat. The setup is pretty straightforward, though it does require a pair of scissors and a steady hand. Since every stove is built a little differently, you have to trim them to fit your specific burner layout. It is a bit of a project to get the measurements right the first time, but once they are cut and tucked under the grates, they just disappear into the background. They are matte black, so they blend in surprisingly well with most modern ranges. You barely notice they are there until you have a spill. What stands out is how they handle the heat. They are rated for up to 500 degrees, which is plenty for standard stovetop cooking. During a heavy searing session, they stayed flat and didn't show any signs of warping or melting, which is a relief because nobody wants to deal with burnt plastic smells in the kitchen. The non-stick coating is the real star here. When sauce or oil splatters, it doesn't bake into the surface. You can usually just lift the liner off and wipe it down with a damp cloth, or if things get really messy, just toss it in the dishwasher. It saves a massive amount of time compared to scraping the actual metal surface of the stove. Now here is the reality check. While they are durable, they are not indestructible. If you are the type of cook who constantly has pots boiling over, or you are sliding heavy cast iron pans around aggressively, you might notice some wear on the edges over time. They are reusable, but they are not going to look brand new forever. Also, you have to be careful with the placement. If you get them too close to the actual flame, you are going to have a bad time. You really need to make sure they are tucked safely under the grate, so they aren't catching direct fire. It is a simple, low-tech solution to a high-frustration problem. You get 10 in a pack, which is more than enough to cover a few stoves or keep spares on hand for when the first set finally gives out. For anyone tired of the endless cycle of scrubbing and degreasing, these are a pretty solid addition to the kitchen arsenal. They aren't going to change your life, but they will definitely save you a few hours of scrubbing every month, and for most people, that is more than enough reason to give them a shot.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.